Hi everybody, back sooner than expected. I posted my video yesterday and went straight from there to watch a few videos myself and relax a little. And the first thing I saw was that Leilani Simon had been arrested for the murder of Quinton Simon, her 20-month-old son. Not only that, but Sarah Wanderer's hearing was also vacated as her psych evaluation found her incompetent at this time. It will be re-evaluated in about a month, and hopefully law enforcement will have found little monkey Vaughan by then, like they did little Quinton. And then we no longer need to wonder or speculate. I honestly hope and pray that there will be a resolution to little Michael Monkey Vaughan's case soon. I cannot begin to imagine how his parents and grandparents must feel, still not knowing for sure what happened to their little boy. If by the off chance Sarah Wanderer did lie to other people and to law enforcement about what happened to Michael Vaughan, or made the whole story up due to a mental illness and possible delusions, then I hope she is put away somewhere anyway. It will be the cruelest thing anyone could do or could have done to Monkey's parents, save from taking him in the first place. Back to Quinton Simon. It has now come out that Leilani was in a treatment facility, more than likely for her drug addiction, until, of course, she checked herself out. I think her being in a treatment facility was a blessing in disguise for law enforcement, as it gave them the time to be thorough, safely knowing where she was. A further blessing came as it appears that little Quinton's body was found shortly before Leilani checked herself out. Now, obviously, forensics and DNA testing has not proven yet that it was indeed Quinton's body. But during the press conference, Police Chief Hadley did say that they found other items. So I would guess that they are talking about clothing or a blanket or something like that they could use to identify the body. And I think, if we put it all together, the assumption would be that the remains being human and that of a young child, along with whatever else was found, will be reason enough for law enforcement to be 99.9% sure it was that of Quinton Simon. According to Leilani's mother, Billy Joe, she was called and informed that Leilani had checked herself out of the treatment facility, after which she called FBI or law enforcement and informed them. According to Billy Joe, she did not want Leilani back in her home. Law enforcement asked her to stall Leilani, and she then took Leilani for a meal, after which the Chatham County Police arrested her. We do not know the cause of Quinton's death yet, and depending on the condition of the remains, it is possible that unless Leilani confesses and tells what happened, we may never know. However, forensics is so sophisticated these days that we cannot even begin to speculate on that as yet. It is my opinion that if Quinton's death was a violent one, that the coroner and medical examiner will be able to determine a likely cause. However, if it was something like asphyxiation or drowning, we may not. It is, however, my opinion that law enforcement does have an idea of what happened, as Leilani was indeed charged with malice murder. There is a difference between malice murder and felony murder. Malice murder means someone had the intent to kill, whereas felony murder means that while someone was committing a felony, someone died. Malice murder is the most serious murder charge that anyone can face and can carry a sentence of life imprisonment without the possibility of parole, or with the possibility of parole or the death penalty. Georgia is indeed a death penalty state. At this point, we can only speculate on what penalty prosecutors will go for, and I guess that will depend on Quinton's cause of death or whether a cause of death can be determined. I'm also guessing that we won't know any of this until Leilani's trial starts, similar to details of little Evelyn Boswell's death only emerged at trial. For now, I'm only too grateful that there will be justice for Quinton, regardless of what the justice will look like. I'm also grateful that now his little body can and will finally be laid to rest with the love and respect the little man deserves. I'm also grateful to Police Chief Jeffrey Hadley and everyone involved with the search and the behind-the-scenes investigation for not giving up on Quinton. Sometimes we need people like them to restore a little bit of our faith in humanity. Okay, so that is it. Just the tail end of what I did yesterday. I listened to some of the details on the Moscow 4 students' death and murders, and I will be back here as soon as possible to talk a little bit more about that. So until we meet again on that video, please stay safe out there. Bye.